Avast there, me hearties, for the tale set to be told is nae for the faint of heart, for we be charting a course into uncharted waters. These seas be treacherous to every man who calls them his home, but the one soul that can tame these raging waters is the soul of a pirate. Stay the course and keep a weather eye open, for these be the last friendly words ye hear. And should you stumble upon misfortune, or fate play a cruel trick, you do well to remember these immortal words. Dead men tell no tales.
Hello, I'm SurferClock.
And I'm TAP-G.
And welcome to What's the Attraction?
Where our work is your vacation. And welcome to Mainsail March, everyone. We're taking a look at one of Disney's biggest franchises that came out almost entirely by accident in 2003. Pirates of the Caribbean. All throughout the month of March, we're going in like a lion and coming out like a bottle of rum as we review as many Pirates of the Caribbean themed attractions as we can.
But before we take on today's show, a little history. Pirates have permeated Disney's history since some of their earliest shorts, like the Mickey Mouse cartoon Shanghai in 1934. Their first completely live-action movie was 1950's Treasure Island. Then came Captain Hook and the crew aboard the Jolly Roger in 1953's Peter Pan. Then, in 1967, Disneyland opened the Pirates of the Caribbean ride to thunderous praise, spawning similar attractions in all the Disney parks around the globe. For over 30 years, pirates remained an integral part of Disney lore due to their salty lingo, colorful lifestyle, romantic air of adventure, and best of all, their inability to offend anyone, since, pirates are all of different creeds and all real-life pirates are criminals.
In the 90s, Disney was riding high after recently discovering that live-action movies not particularly aimed at kids can be a huge payoff without tarnishing their family-friendly reputation. But there just had to be a hook, no pun intended. Like the made-for-TV movie Tower of Terror, which fleshed out a whole storyline loosely based off the Disney MGM Studios attraction. While not a huge hit, it didn't hurt either.
Disney tried this again with a certain movie about musically inclined bears from Frontierland.
And that flopped.
So, there you have it. 2 rides turned movies that range from meh to I want my money back. To make matters worse, in 1995, we saw the release of the last pirate movie, Cutthroat Island, a movie that tanked so badly that the Country Bears manages to feel better about itself by mentioning its name. A pirate movie based off a Disney ride full of special effects, big-name celebrities, and exotic shooting locations. By all accounts, it had no reason to have been made.
Except for 5 men. Jerry Bruckheimer, producer of The Rock, Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop, Bad Boys, Con Air, Armageddon, and Pearl Harbor. Director Gore Verbinski, who directed The Ring and The Mexican. Johnny Depp, who, up until then, had largely starred in box office failures and Tim Burton movies, and was the only one of nearly 20 celebrities considered for the role. And then, Ted Elliott and Terry Rossio, who had written for Aladdin, Shrek, Godzilla, Small Soldiers, and The Road to El Dorado. These 5 men would team up, using their 5 special rings to save the environment from pollution, thanks to the planetary superhero, Captain Planet!
No!
What, no to Captain Planet, or no to me singing the theme song?
The Toad.
Aww.
As you well know, this insanely risky move paid off in spades. The first Pirates of the Caribbean film, The Curse of the Black Pearl, made over $654 million at the box office and spawned a multi-billion-dollar franchise. A success the Disney company had not seen before, or has seen since. And naturally, it's only fitting to bring the pirates over to the Disney parks. Oh, sorry, the Disney parks!
With cool souvenirs!
Hey, where'd you get that?
I found it on the ground outside Pirates of the Magic Kingdom. You like?
Well, it sure looks impressive. I mean, it is a ring. A ring of pure silver.
Wow, you can tell just by looking at it?
No, it actually says so here on the tag.
Huh, go figure.
Anyway, today we're taking a look into one of the more recent ventures on the open seas with Jack Sparrow's pirate tutorial at the Magic Kingdom.
Starting in... Seriously? Is the now recording, please shut the heck up and silence all friggin' noise light out or something?
Dude, it's cool. Just answer the door. I'll edit it out later. Boy, that is an annoying knock.
You know, you had better be a celebrity with connections or Publishers Clearinghouse.
You know, I can't exactly claim to know the latter, but they do say that pirates were the rock stars of their day. Whatever that means.
Are you...
Don't mind if I do, mate. Allow me a moment's respite. Me salty sea dogs are barking.
Jack Sparrow? The Jack Sparrow?
Not quite so. Not the Captain. Captain Jack Sparrow. Savvy?
Why... How... Are you here?
Glad you asked, mate. Seems it turns out that you two are in possession of a certain pirate antiquity that ought not to be in your possession.
What, my Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tide Blu-ray? Sure, it wasn't great, but I don't think it was...
TAP-G, I think he's referring to The Ring.
The Ring? That was a terrible movie! Ooh, I watched the VHS and I'm gonna die in a week. Ooh!
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you mean Lord of the Rings? Well, you know, I have been working on my Gollum impression.
The Ring that is in your pocket.
Oh, yeah! Well, why didn't you say so?
Let the record show that I do not understand any of those references.
There's no need to even try, Jack. It's okay, really.
You mean this ring?
Aye, this very one, the very same. Now, if you may be so kind, I shall procure this, bid you adieu, and we prematurely end all incessant ramblings of cinema, savvy?
Oh, no. Hey, wait a minute. I'm having myself a bit of a think here.
TAP-G, give the pirate the ring.
Oh, hold on half a mo, Surfs. Are we seriously going to let this opportunity go to waste? I mean, we're all set to go about Mainsail March,
Bloody good title, mate.
reviewing pirates attractions at Disney, and Jack Sparrow just happens to drop in?
Well, it is a rather bizarre coincidence.
Jack, I will happily hand you this ring, if you will provide a commentary in all our Mainsail March episodes.
Rule one of negotiations, mate. Always have an exit strategy.
Did anyone else hear that? Is everyone okay?
Oh, what just happened?
Hector Barbosa, do you know why he's here, don't you?
Because of you?
And why am I here?
The ring? He wants the ring?
Your powers of deduction are uncanny.
But Jack, what is...
Whoa! Incoming! Vote to curtail the chit-chat and run like little girls.
Seconded. We'll take my car.
Cannot run on my land, mate. We'll take my pearl.
How do you guys have full-blown galleons over 60 miles inland from the nearest ocean? And how are they floating in midair?
Sea turtles, mate.
Guess I should have seen that coming.
Are all parties aboard?
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain.
Then, with the wind, lads! Suck in the mainsail! Hard to starboard!
Dude, we have to go back. We forgot the laptop. Today's episode.
Don't worry about him. Oh, hey, Tower Girl's got it.
Hi, TAP-G. Hi?
Good news, men. The wind picked up our sails. We'll be out of reach of Barbosa within minutes. Oh, hello, love.
Hi, Jack.
So, Jack, where are we headed?
For now, away. Anywhere that is not within range of Barbosa.
What are we supposed to do now?
Finish the episode?
Well, I guess. Can't exactly do anything more productive aside from that. And now that we're aboard the Black Pearl with Jack, well, it looks like you got your wish, TAP-G.
Hi, Jack.
Hello, love.
Come on, let's finish this up. Hey, everyone. Sorry about that. But now that things have calmed down a bit, we can continue today's episode. The Jack Sparrow Pirate Tutorial.
Captain!
If you're walking through the Magic Kingdom's Adventureland and you happen upon a group of people clustered around a stage across from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, you have already located it. Several times a day, Jack's first mate, Mac...
Jack? Who's Mac? And what happened to Mr. Gibbs?
Jury duty. Mac's an intern, unpaid.
Jury duty? Really? I suppose he files his own taxes like all the other good law-abiding, upstanding citizens like all pirates are?
Don't be stupid, mate. He does all our taxes.
Anyhow, Mac sets up shop and lets everyone know that Jack's coming and he's looking for a few new recruits. During this introduction, the captain himself slips in, and soon Jack and Mac select about 15 to 20 children, all under 12, to come up on stage and teach one of the most important skills all pirates ought to master: rum drinking, gambling, and extortion.
Swordplay, Jack. He's talking about swordplay.
Equipped with their own wooden cutlasses, Jack coaches young buccaneers to cross blades with Mac, who may be a skilled swordsman, but he's clearly lacking in gray matter. Each young bloomin' cockroach will take their turn taking on Mac, and when each lad and lass has challenged him, Jack has a special reward for those adventurous kids. They are given a scroll that honor them as honorary pirates.
And, of course, what's a pirate's attraction without a group rendition of Top 10 Attraction Song entry number 5, Yo-Ho, Yo-Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, a pirate's life for me.
So, how do we rate this little experience?
Would you like to start?
I would. Here's a few notes that I've gotten from the show.
Okay.
It's great interactivity.
Really?
Yeah, I think one of the best wins that this show has is that if a kid does not succeed in trying to have swordplay with Mac, it's hilarious. It's a win. And if they do succeed, it's also a win. It's great to watch. It's a great use of Jack Sparrow. He doesn't come out that often, so it's great to see him utilized in probably the best way possible.
Well, he is a very distinct and a very unique character, and it really takes a special kind of skill to be able to portray him in one of these kinds of shows.
Very much so.
One of my main problems is that this is called the Captain Jack Sparrow's Pirate Tutorial.
Yeah?
We don't see Captain Jack Sparrow himself for almost 8 minutes.
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
Though, I mean, yeah, it's in his fashion to be fashionably late, sure. But, it's just, having to fill that space, especially with a first mate like Mac, not so desirable.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with Mac is.
He is, I think he tries to be funny, but it really just ends up falling short. And to all future Imagineers and show writers out there, can we please start tabling the side characters that are just completely obnoxious?
You know, one of the things that works in the movie is that Jack is up against characters like Mr. Gibbs and William Turner. They're straight people. They have their own moments, but they're straight people. They're for Jack to play against. Mac is intended to be a comic sidekick to a comic sidekick.
Yeah, and the mixture of the two, really, it's like oil and vinegar?
Yeah,
you could say?
He's very much a pandering character, and he feels like he's very much the result of a focus group.
The problem is that, Mac as a comedic side character would work if he would kindly exit stage right after Captain Jack Sparrow takes the stage.
Because it's Jack's show, not Mac's.
Exactly, but the focus seems to be on Mac. The kids fight Mac, and, and I guess one kid usually gets to fight Jack or something like that.
Yeah.
So that happens sometimes. In some varieties of the show, I've seen them all fight Mac.
Yeah.
But I think if Mac would just very kindly exit and let Jack kind of take the stage...
He unfortunately has a lot of jokes that just fall flat.
This would probably be a much better show if it could focus on just one character.
Yeah.
Now, there is another show over at Hollywood Studios, the Jedi Training Academy. It not only focuses more on a character who actually works, but the show is actually a little bit shorter. I found length to be a little bit of a problem with this one.
Yeah.
It's just too long, and it's too long without your main character, Captain Jack Sparrow.
And not only that, but the Jedi Training Academy also works because you have a fairly straight character, the Jedi Master.
Yes.
And then you have Darth Vader, and then for comedic sidekicks, you have the Stormtroopers, and they work in small doses.
Yes, they do. And one thing, the Jedi Master will throw out jokes every now and then, little corny puns, but those will bounce right off, and he gets back to being a straight character.
Yeah.
Mac just spends the whole show trying so hard, and he's
pretty
really...
much everything short of a pratfall.
Yeah, he's really trying.
Yeah.
Emphasis on trying.
Now, that's not to say they're all bad. There have been a few times where you've seen a few good, decent Macs, and there have been a few decent Jack Sparrows in the show.
Yeah, our typical policy here at What's the Attraction is to see a show at least a couple of times, definitely get different actors in there, and see how the writing of the show holds up against the actors who portray the characters, to be able to see how they can inject their personality.
Yeah.
And honestly, all of the viewings of the show are just okay.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely for kids, this is going to be a great thing.
Now, I think one of the other big problems is the repetition in the show.
Oh, yes. One of the big things, especially if you come to Orlando, go to the theme parks any number of days, you're going to see a lot of, hey, how are we all doing today? Oh, I can't hear you. I said, how are we all doing today? This is one of those key things that can really make or break just people's experience, because you're soliciting energy that they're going to need for later in the show.
It's a means for an actor because actors live almost literally off the cheers and reactions of an audience, and they try to get themselves going by getting cheering. But the other purpose it supplies is by literally killing time. It extends the show out, and unfortunately, it's just hack writing.
Yeah, just a little bit. But I think, all things considered, it is a really good show when it gets to more of the interactivity parts. It just takes way too long to get there.
Yeah. In
my personal opinion. And this is an aggregation of at least 2 or 3 shows that I've seen. My experience was actually 3. And I'm going to go ahead and give Captain Jack Sparrow's Pirate Tutorial a 2.5 out of 5. I think the good and the bad outweigh each other just enough to where it's just okay.
See, I'm a little more optimistic. I think the seeing the kids dueling with Mac and their reactions more than makes up for the lack of Jack in the beginning, mostly for Mac's weak jokes and the obnoxious repetition. So, personally, I give this a 3.5 out of 5.
Alright, so that's a 2.5 out of 5 from SurferClock and a 3.5 out of 5 from TAP-G. Captain Jack's Pirate Tutorial is good for everyone, regardless of disability, age, or height. But only Buccaneers under the age of 12 will be selected to participate in the show. And consult your times guide for show times.
If you're a fan of Jack Sparrow, like some people...
Hi, Jack.
How's the rest of your vocabulary, love?
Hi, Jack.
Compelling rebuttal. You'll enjoy this. Jack never comes out as a character, except for some Magic Kingdom's special hard-ticket events. Even though he can't stop for photographs or signings, it's a treat to see him out and about, and the interactions between Jack and the uninhibited mouths of babes make this sideshow a lot of fun to witness.
Okay, Jack, our episode's done, and I think Barbossa's far enough from our studio that you can just drop us off safely, right?
Not in the cards, mate. As long as your friend has the ring, we're in this together, and we have one long journey ahead of us.
Okay, where to?
Need to know, mate. Savvy?
Hi, Jack.
Looks like we got another story arc approaching, folks. Stay tuned, me hearties. Until next episode.